day that I still found to let go of his dark. So give me your blessing, sir. I'll give her all that I've got. It doesn't look like much, but it sure feels like a lot. Let her take my heart, take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand again and again. Right where we stand. Never really know what love is, but whatever it is, I feel it in your kiss. You walk in like somebody planned it all. I feel right where I belong. We so weak, my heart is strong. So give me your word, and I'll give you all I've got. No, we don't have much, but it sure feels like a lot. So take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart, take my hand. Take my heart, take my hand again and again.
It's a great idea.
Right where we stand. Take my heart, take my hand. I'll be your lover and I'll be your friend. Take my heart, take my hand again and
Where's
again.
she gonna come from? She can come from here?
Right where we stand. Good job, guys. How to be great? How can I love when I fail to fall? Watching you stand alone. Oh,
That's out! That's out!
Let's just stand up.
every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I loved you for 1,000 years. Love you for 1,000. Times
watching on live stream, including Livia's grandmother, Joanna, along with Livia's brother, Igor, and his girlfriend, Marina. Now, my grasp of Portuguese language is at best limited, but one word I know is hola. So I would like to ask everybody, I think we should welcome Livia's family to the United States. And I think what we need to do is on the count of three, say hola. Okay, everybody got that? Hola? Okay. 1, 2, 3, hola. Welcome, it's great.
Hi, Ola.
So John and Livia, in all of life, rare are the moments like this, filled with hope, joy, expectations, and excitement. The vows you're about to make, pledging to love each other for a lifetime, will be locked in your hearts forever. Through the years, memories of this day are intended to strengthen you and remind you of the strong love that you have for each other. In Matthew chapter 18, verse 20, Jesus says, "Wherever two or more of you are gathered in my name, there I am also." As we gather in his name today, we welcome his Spirit, thank him for bringing you to this point in your lives. We're grateful that he has brought you together and kept you through the years in order to fulfill his purpose and his plan for your lives. It's been an exciting couple of years for you, and it's been exciting for us and enjoyable to kind of sit back and watch. If we look, I picked a couple of different things here I thought I'd highlight over your couple of years together. The first is you had decided you were flying to Brazil to meet Livia's family and celebrate. Not only it was for John to meet the family to meet John, but it was also to celebrate Livia's grandmother's birthday, 90th birthday. So everything going fine, but all of a sudden they're notified that they have to make an emergency landing. Okay, emergency landings happen all the time. Not a big deal. This one was a little bit unique. They had an emergency landing. They had to land in Havana, Cuba. You had to work through issues, internet, language, but you found solutions. You made it work, and you made it to Brazil, and you had a great time. Another time you went camping up in the Colorado mountains and found a great spot for the tent, up on a hill with a great view looking down. Decided to go for a swim and to grab dinner, only to find it was pouring rain when you got back to the tent. Oh, and that wasn't the only problem. They got back to the tent, but the tent was gone. There was no tent. And the gusty winds in the storm had picked it up and dropped it about 20 yards down the hill. So now it's a struggle to go down the hill, grab the tent, drag it back up to the top, get it set up, only to endure hours of pouring rain and howling winds that lasted all night long. One of your more athletic experiences was you hiked the Manitou Incline here in Colorado. Not an easy thing to do, but you both made it. For all those here who aren't familiar with the Manitou Incline, it's a 1 mile hike. The thing that makes it difficult is that 1 mile hike has an elevation gain of 2,000 feet. So not easy to do, but they both succeeded and made it to the top. The last experience that occurred during your dating life really wasn't anything pertaining just to them, but it was particularly important to me. And I figure since I'm the father of the groom, I'm allowed a little leeway as to what I include in my remarks. So, Livia introduced our family to something amazing. It's called Brazilian cheese bread. It's really good. Livia probably didn't realize it at the time, but it will be requested for family gatherings for a long, long time. Through these experiences more, you've learned a lot about each other. How to deal with stress, how to solve problems, how to encourage each other, and how to celebrate with each other. You've strengthened your love and respect. We can see it in your eyes, in your faces, and in the way you interact. Livia and John, one of the many blessings of marriage is that it blends the strength of the talents of two people. The blending of these qualities makes you stronger as a couple than you are as individuals. John, some of the strengths you've been blessed with include a sharp mind, a strong character, a sense of fun, and a strong faith in God. Your mom and I took pride in watching you grow up and develop these strengths. You also, when you were young, took an interest in trying new things and broadened your experience with team sports. You played basketball, soccer, baseball, hockey, football, and even a little track. You and I once had a conversation, John, when you were young. I'm not sure if you remember it or not. But you were frustrated that you often received awards for leadership, but what you really wanted was the most valuable player. Like most kids, you wanted to be the star on the team. You wanted to be recognized as the best. At the time, it was hard to explain to you, and I don't think you fully appreciated the answers that I gave you. But I was proud of you for being the type of person that was recognized for your leadership. Leadership talks to things like character, caring for others, work ethic, and integrity. All things that are far more important over the long haul in life. Your mom and I are very proud of the men you've become. Livia, obviously, I didn't have the honor of watching you grow up. But when we met you, we were very impressed with your great smile, your witty sense of humor, and your adventurous spirit. We saw so many good qualities in you, and judging from our son's smile, you did too. We asked your mom and dad to share some of your most significant strengths. As you can imagine, they had a lot of good things to say. They described you as intelligent, determined, outgoing, and brave. A good example is you came to the United States alone, with only $50 in your pocket, to work as an au pair. You couldn't speak the language, but you learned it. And you became familiar with the American culture. You wanted to learn about U.S. sports. This is maybe one of my favorite things. So you went to sports bars to watch the games. And you even had a notebook that you took with you so that you could take notes on rules and traditions of the games that you watched. John loved that. Your parents loved that you're very family-oriented, being supportive in all aspects of your family's life and talking with them almost daily. You have a strong Christian faith, and you'd love to help others. One thing that your parents and Sarah and I have noticed, and I know this one may shock you. I don't know if you stop to realize this one. But we think you're highly organized and detail-oriented. You don't like to see things out of place. You're an early packer, as compared to my son, who packs 3 hours before you're supposed to leave. And you share my love for Excel. She has some of the greatest Excel spreadsheets. We've all talked and laughed together about how much you remind us of John's grandma Carrie. She was a great lady who loved her family and was proud of her kids. But she also loved a clean house and organization. She would be thrilled to see that someone else would be bringing those same traits to the family. Livia, your parents are immensely proud of the woman you've become. But know that Sarah and I are also very proud of the woman that our son chose to be his wife. Reflecting on all the strengths for both of you, there's one common strength that you both share. It's the most important of all, and that is your belief and faith in God. He is and has been at the center of your relationship, guiding you, blessing you, and rejoicing with you. His love is strong and ever present. Your mothers are now going to share a scripture from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 that talks about this thing.
O amor é paciente, benfazejo, não é invejoso, não é presunçoso, nem se incha de orgulho, não faz nada de vergonhoso, não é interesseiro, não se encoloriza, não leva em conta o mal sofrido.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs.
Não se alegra com a injustiça, mas fica alegre com a verdade. Ele desculpa tudo, crê tudo, espera tudo, suporta tudo.
Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
Atualmente, permanecem essas três: a fé, a esperança, o amor. Mas o maior delas é o amor.
And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Livia and John, you've each prepared your own vows for today. So I'll ask you to please turn and face one another. And John, will you start by sharing your vows with Livia?
Livia. Amor da minha vida.
Good job.
I remember our first date. First time I saw you in person. Took my breath away with that big smile and that long flowery dress. I'll never forget it. I knew after one date there was something special with us. And every day since then, I'm looking more for it. You're passionate, you're kind, and you're funny. You love with everything you have, and you have this light about you that draws good people to you. I see it in your relationship with your family, and with my family, with my friends, and in our church. You're a wonderful person, a wonderful wife, and someday, a wonderful mother. As for me, the best part of my day is always opening the front door and hearing, "Welcome home." And there you are at the top of the stairs with your arms wide, waiting for a hug and a kiss. And you bring me this happiness and sense of peace. You challenge me, you encourage me, you support me. You make me better, and you bring out a side of me that I really am. always think about our future. I love the life that we've built for ourselves already, but I'm so excited for all the wonderful things still to come. Can't wait for children and houses and everything that comes with that. So with the future in mind, I make you a few promises. I'll never let life get so serious that we don't have at least a few inside jokes. I'll be as clean and organized as I can, although let's be honest, you're gonna have to lower your standards. I'll always be there to treat your aches and pains. I'll work hard every day to be the kind of man that you can rely on. I'll pray for you and for our family every day. And finally, I'll make the choice to love you every day for the rest of our lives. I love you so much, man. You will be against the world.
Livia, if you would go ahead and share your vows. Let's go.
I hope you didn't read, please. Let's see. Okay. Oh, God, I'm nervous. Hey, babe, amor, John, Ryan, Lysinger. It always depends of the moment, you know this. From the moment you came to my life, I felt like the luckiest woman in the world. Wait, here's this one. You are everything I pray for. A strong, hardworking, ambitious, handsome, protective, kind, and so much fun. Oh, yes, John is very funny and he loves to talk. More than me, believe it or not. Or maybe I am the only person who sees the size of you. Yeah. You treat me like a queen. And every day you remind me what this means is truly feel loved and safe. With you by my side, I become a more confident person, knowing that no matter what, I'm supported and beloved. I will never forget our trip to Brazil when you meet my family and our unexpected landing in Cuba. My God. It was our first big test. And while I was worried and overwhelmed, like this marriage, like this wedding too, you stay or pretend I never know, I will never know this. You so calm and steady. At that moment, I knew that I could face any challenge if I was with you. Today, I promise to God to honor, support, and love you as fiercely as you love me. I promise to stand by your side in our peaceful moments and any turbulence life may bring. I am so excited to start a family with you and to build a home filled with faith, laughter. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, love and adventure. Thank you for being my dreams come true. I love you, and I'm so grateful for this life we beginning together. God bless your life and our family. Te amo.
Very well done, guys. You have selected rings for each other to show your lover. These rings share the special message that you belong to each other. They represent your vows, your commitments, and your unending love for one another. Can I have the rings? fingers don't want to. You didn't know this was going to take more time than anything else. But...
Oh, that's okay.
John, you take Livia to be wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, and to love and to cherish. Please take this ring and place it on Livia's finger. Livia, do you take John to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish? Please put this ring on John's. Okay, please pray with me. Dear Lord, please fill John and Livia's hearts with joy and gratitude for the blessing of their union. Let them recognize every day as a gift and every moment shared as a treasure. Inspire them to celebrate each other's achievements and support each other through trials. May their laughter be plentiful and their sorrows brief. Instill in them a spirit of thankfulness, not only towards each other, but also towards you, for guiding them to this divine partnership. Let their lives together be a continuous celebration of your love and grace. Em nome de Jesus. Amen. One announcement that I would like to make before we move on to the pronouncement is that there will be a reception following with food, a little bit of drinking, and dancing. So it will all take place in the room behind us. Also, John and Livia, once we pronounce, will be walking to the end of the aisle here, and they will have pictures taken at that point in time. There will be bubbles. For those of you that did take bubbles out of the basket as you came in, they would love to have you add your own bubbles, into the aisle. The more bubbles they have in their picture, the better. Livia and John, you have pledged your faith to each other in the company of our Heavenly Father, your family and friends, and you sealed this pledge with your rings. On behalf of both of your families, we'd like to take the opportunity to be the first to tell you congratulations. We all wish you both much love and happiness as you continue your journey together. With no further ado, I pronounce you husband and wife. John, you may kiss the bride. Okay, please turn and face your family and friends. I take great pride in presenting to you Mr. and Mrs. Lyson.
Se eu acordasse todo dia com o seu bom dia, de tanto café na cama faltariam xícaras. Me atrasaria só pra ficar de preguiça. Se toda arte se inspirasse em seus traços, então qualquer esboço viraria um quadro Mona Lisa. Com você tudo fica tão leve que até te levo na garupa da